Yes, she is. Hi, everyone. I'm Kaitlynn Wheeler. I'm Abigail's older sister. I just want to thank you all for coming out today to support Abigail and to listen to her story. As I listen to her speak, I try to picture myself in her shoes at 16 years old, and I just can't imagine myself standing up here at that age sharing a vulnerable story with you like that. The bravery, the courage, and the guts it takes to stand up here, I believe, comes from a greater power. It's incredibly admirable, and she has deeply inspired me to stand up and share my own story. I recently retired from the sport of swimming back in 2022. I competed at the Division I NCAA meet where many women, including myself, were forced to not only compete against, but change in the same locker room as biological man identifying as Leah Thomas. This was far from an experience to which I felt comfortable or safe. I cannot express the shock and feelings of extreme discomfort that were very real in that locker room when we were forced to share our changing space with a fully grown man. So to find out that now my little sister is going through the same thing is infuriating and disheartening. Riley Gaines, who's a former friend, or is a good friend and former teammate of mine, many of you have probably heard of her, as well as Paula Scanlon, who is here with us today, are still currently fighting for women in this specific issue. She encourages people to take a stand and speak out. We need more people to take a stand. Women have been told to stay silent, but we mustn't stay silent. We must speak and speak loudly. And it can't just be women. We need men, fathers, sons, brothers to stand with us. Parents, you need to wake up. If this does not infuriate you or deeply bother you, or you feel like you can't do anything about it, you're part of the problem. My family has been impacted by this twice now, not on two completely separate, non-related instances. And I know that we're not the first, nor will we be the last if something isn't done. I don't have kids, but I hope that one day I'll be blessed enough to have a daughter of my own. I would even be more blessed if she takes after her mother and becomes an athlete. Yay. Yes. I want my future daughter and your future daughters to be able to not only compete fairly in sports, but to be able to have safe changing spaces. That is why I stand here today, for her, and for my little sister Abigail, and for the other little girls out there who may not have a voice, because that's what it's going to take. Today, Abigail has shared her story with you all, so now you have no excuse for not knowing what's happening. You have a responsibility. And to those of you in authority who were told and did nothing, shame on you, and I hope it haunts you at night. Now that you know Abigail's story, if you aren't doing something about it, you are guilty of allowing it to happen. And if it's not knocking on your door already, it is, or it will. And when it does, it will be too late. We must protect our children, and we must stand up for our freedoms, or they will continue to be stripped away. So I stand with Abigail, and I hope you will too. Thank you.